What the hood, everybody? Welcome to Over the Ropes, Beyond the Ropes. Well, actually, the name is OTR Beyond the Ropes. This is your guy up in the sky, and you know I'm too fly. OTR mic drop.
And this is your boy Trey, aka Treyway, aka OTR Trey. Um, Wednesday night Trey, and we started off with a banger. You see the title, you see the scroll at the bottom. If you watching AEW, you know why it is. Man, the CEO, Mercedes Mone, is
I'm
officially all elite. Like you going
yeah,
for a
I'm
dramatic pause?
interested to see what the viewership is gonna be. I think they
Uh-oh, she going back to her old intro.
leaks
What's the shape?
happen.
Oh man.
Okay, now,
See, yeah,
but
she doing her old school
with the
entrance.
leaks happening and
Just had to show Mercedes real quick on my screen.
I think it's good for her.
Yeah, I'm hyped. I like how AEW does it when they got somebody really
So my
big
question
coming
is,
in. They just start the show with it. Just get it over with. Get it out the way.
yeah. So do you see her single-handedly elevating the women's division in AEW?
Um, Single handedly, no. They missing some heavy hitters. They still missing Britt Baker. They still missing Jamie Hayter. Um, they still trying to fill the loss of Jade because Tony Storm is doing a great job, I think, as women's champion. But the TBS championship, I don't even know who has that. I don't even know who has that.
Yeah. So, but this definitely elevates it though.
Oh, it definitely elevates it. It makes it more. The casual fans will be talking about it more. Let's see what she got to say.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, she getting teary. You know, she's Mercedes is a crier.
Definitely.
Oh gosh, she said I'm home.
I mean, basically she is. She's from Boston, so
Oh, so
basically she
I was
is.
say, I was like Mercedes, please don't CM Punk me. Please don't.
I like how they restructured uh the stage, especially with this coming. It kind of fits it. So
I like that her wig says All Elite
this
CEO
goes
in
this
the
goes
back.
into a topic where, oh yeah, I do see that. This comes into play where I read a thing where Brian Danielson leaked out a conversation between him and Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon had went to him when Brian Danielson was on he was on the creative team, and Vince McMahon asked him like, what the hell are we doing? What are we not doing that AEW is doing? And Brian Danielson said he went and he watched 6 consecutive shows, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I definitely could see what we're doing, what we're not doing in WWE compared to AEW." And that's when AEW first started off. So with that said, do you think that within that conversation, Triple H took notes and started producing a better brand, um, per se, to elevate them because they was about to get lost in the sauce.
Yeah, I think you always look at the competition and see what you can take from them. I mean, that's just
Yeah,
business. Um,
right.
do I think that? they solely just like stole a lot of their shit. Nah, but I do think that they tried to make AEW when they first started was really good at storytelling, especially long
Mm-hmm.
term storytelling.
Right.
Like their long term storytelling was always A1. They've kind of gotten away from
Mm-hmm.
that recently, where a lot of things feel and then like there's a gift and a curse to long term storytelling. AEW is starting to get to the point where it's taking too long for their stories to come to a conclusion. Um, like I'm nervous about. I'm glad that we might finally start getting uh some action going on with this United Kingdom storyline with Wardlow facing Samoa Joe tonight, I believe, for the championship, and then the storyline of him and Adam Cole. Is he going to give the title to Adam Cole once he wins it? Like that type of stuff. But where I really think that Mercedes is going to help out is their women's division is in desperate need of a jump start. Would you agree? Oh, JD, he didn't muted himself. Hold up. I'll just keep talking to y'all until JD comes back. But yeah, I think that because I'm looking at storylines with Soraya, Ruby, uh, Willow Nightingale, uh, Sky Blue, Julia Hart. I'm just naming all the women on the roster. Uh, Diana Perazu, like her and Tony have a really good storyline going, but yeah, like you said, I think this is a jump start, and I'm pretty sure that what's the name? Oh, my girl Thunder Rosa, ready for her to come back. Um, Athena needs to get out of ROH matches and get back to doing AW content, or at least if you're going to have her with that ROH Women's Championship, she at least needs to be defending it on AW so people don't forget about her. Oh, she said, let's get down to business. What we talking about? I do. Why are you here, Mercedes? Okay. So she needs to be here. Wants to. Okay. 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 That's a main event. Oh yeah, her and Willow do got beef. That's right. All elite, baby. I'm trying to figure out why Riho and Willow Nightingale is okay. Mercedes has to be coming out to do something in that match. Why the fuck is Riho and Willow Nightingale main eventing tonight? Oh, welcome back, sir.
My fault, y'all. I
Oh,
was having yes, I was having some technical difficulties with my microphone and it just cut out and I could not fix it.
uh
But
oh,
I heard
uh
everything that you
oh.
said though.
You see the fit? Okay, Mercedes.
Oh, she ready to wrestle.
I was wondering what's under that coat. She going back to the old Sasha Banks. She doing more ass shaking and, and twerking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch this because I had these headphones on. I'm gonna have to rewatch this to hear the crowd pop when she came out. Her promo was straight. It wasn't nothing groundbreaking. What you think about the promo? All right, I actually got a question for you. Uh, I'm gonna wait until you get back. I'm gonna wait till you get off mute. I have a question for you now, based off of what's going on here regarding Mercedes. And don't worry, OTR fans. Again, for the long-time listeners and viewers, technical difficulties is a part of it's a part of what we do. Can't help ourselves. But let me see. We'll get back to Mercedes, but right now, uh, we'll stick with AEW. Wardlow and Samoa Joe. Um, Samoa Joe, I feel like Samoa Joe is kind of an afterthought in his own title reign because you got people. Swerve is a tweener right now. He's damn near on babyface status. Then you got the whole Wardlow United Kingdom thing, and we talked about it last time. We don't want Samoa Joe's not going to have a long title reign. Honestly, I don't know if he's going to drop the title tonight, but Samoa Joe is going to drop that title probably within the next 2 months, I believe. I don't think he's going. I don't think he's going to have like a 6 month or longer title reign. Honestly. Oh, and then they coming up next. See, yeah, AW. They, as JD said, they really did shift everything because Mercedes is clearly getting involved in the main event between Riho and Willow. You got the World Heavyweight Championship or the World Champion. You got the World Championship being defended now as the first match on the card. What's happening here? Oh, okay. Adam Cole. Bye, guy. Okay. See, I'm liking what I'm seeing now with the United Kingdom. They are starting to give more. Uh, they're starting to put more effort into their vignettes. I like this. I like this because you got Roderick Strong with the international championship. The Bennett and I forgot the other guy's name. Sorry, they're the ROH tag champions. And then you have Wardlow going for the world championship, and then he's already been the TNT champion. So, because I mean, you really could have them have all the belts, or not all the belts. At least everybody have a belt. Let me see. Let me check something out quick. Small Joe coming out. Joe, 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 Joe. Let me see. We had a few topics to talk about tonight. Kind of got derailed with Mercedes coming out first. Yeah, because I want to talk about. I do want to get to since we're on AEW. I do want to get to Kenny Omega getting fired by the Elite because they replaced him with Okada. Uh, Pat coming back. Um, sorry, y'all. Yeah, I kind of got thrown off doing a solo show right now, but I don't see Wardlow. I don't see Wardlow winning this match right now. At least not yet. Um, should be a good one though. I can see United Kingdom probably getting involved in this. All right, there he is. Welcome back once again.
Hey, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. But I heard everything that you were saying. That's the crazy part. Screen was off and everything, but I could hear you. But let's keep the show rolling, shall we?
All right, well, let's get to. So this is the question I wanted to ask you before you got off. With Mercedes coming
Hmm.
to be, well, becoming all elite, do you or do you not think
Hmm.
that Mercedes Mone is an overrated wrestler and draw?
Nah, I feel like she's already made that big of a name for herself. Um, she went through the pine. You want to know what elevated her? The fact that she took a stance and left WWE. I feel like that elevated her brand to a whole nother level because she was that main one who stood in the face of democracy within the wrestling world. So I look at her. I can't say I look at her as being a equal like draw like Cody Rhodes was, but I put her up there.
All right, what about as
I feel
far as
like that
women?
women. Do I feel
You think
like
she's
that
a
she's
bigger
a
draw
bigger?
than Charlotte, Rhea, Becky, all the top stars in WWE?
Okay, you want my honest opinion?
Yes.
I'd put her at the same level as Charlotte.
Okay.
And the reason why I said that is you don't get Charlotte Flair's career without Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné, and you don't get Mercedes Moné career without Charlotte Flair.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But
The
I guess
the
I'm
back and
asking.
the back and forth feud. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. I guess the reason why I'm asking is because I believe I don't know if you said it exactly like this, but I believe the first question you asked was, "Does this pretty much save the AEW Women's Division by bringing in Mercedes?"
No, I said, do she single handedly elevate the women's division
Okay, yeah.
with her being in AEW?
When you say single-handedly, that makes me believe that it doesn't matter who's on the roster; just her being there makes it already a level higher than what it
That
was.
much better.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And we know. Hold on, we did get. I'm about to say we never got her versus Soraya, but yeah, we did. We got that when they first debuted in WWE. I'm thinking
Hmm.
now of
Team
the
Bad
matches
versus.
PCB,
Hmm.
Paige, Charlotte, and Becky. Because I'm asking because I'm trying to think of the matches that she could have with the women that are currently on the roster. She currently called out Willow Nightingale
Right.
because if you remember, Willow
Hmm.
took her spot because Mercedes got hurt,
Injured her.
and
Yeah.
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 But did she
Hmm.
injure her, or was
Yep.
did she get hurt before the match?
Nah, she got hurt during the match.
I thought Willow took her spot and won the title.
Nah, Willow Nightingale beat her for the title because she messed her ankle up. So they had to call
Okay,
audible.
okay, okay, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. So do you agree with my assessment that the reason why Willow and Riho are main eventing the show is because Mercedes is going to get involved?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Because because you got to think about it. Uh, CM Punk when he debuted for AEW on what is it, Rampage. Now, granted, Rampage is only an hour show. CM Punk had like 25 minutes of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking of everybody that debuts for AEW. Uh, they're treating Mercedes on the CM Punk level with the way that they've been promoting her coming in. The fact that she opened the show, because when Saraya debuted, it was after a Britt Baker match.
Yeah.
When Cole and Danielson debuted, it was after a match at a pay per view.
Mm-hmm.
Even Okada didn't even get this treatment last week or the week before. He didn't get this. He didn't get this treatment
Right.
last week when he debuted. Uh,
Right.
but yeah, I'm just waiting for all of AEW's heavy hitters from the women's division to get back. I'm really just waiting on that, and I think that will be a better test because I want to see Mercedes versus Thunder Rosa. I want to see her versus Jamie Hayter versus Britt Baker. Uh, I want to see all of that. I want to see her versus
Yeah.
Sheeta.
Mm-hmm. I definitely think we're gonna get that.
Oh, Julia
You
Hart,
know,
she's the TBS champion. That's who it is. I forgot.
yeah.
I forgot.
And it kind of sucks. Like, I mean, Jay, she pretty much fought most of them, but she wasn't put on that. She was put on a pillar, but not a pillar like this.
Well, yeah. Well, for one, she was homegrown, so
Yeah.
I remember the first match was her and Shaq versus Red Velvet and Cody. I believe that was
Mm-hmm.
her first match. So she went from that
It
to
was.
having the Goldberg streak that she had. So that's what we got right there. But yeah, I like you said, I think it's great for her. Uh, I think that one thing I will say is I know for a fact that Tony Khan is going to give her every opportunity in the world to elevate the division, like you said. I
Mm-hmm.
could see her beefing with Willow for a little bit. I don't think that she's too big of a star. I don't think she goes TBS title. She goes straight to the women's world championship after she gets through with
Yeah.
her first feud. Um,
Right.
I think her and Tony Storm would be hilarious, especially with timeless Tony Storm the way she is now.
Mm-hmm.
But we unless you got anything else on Mercedes.
Mm-mm.
All right. So is that a red Corona?
Yeah.
I used to drink those.
Yeah.
uh, now we have. Oh, the next topic that I wanted to talk about was because we could continue talking about the Wardlow Joe match as it's going on, but I wanted to talk about the Young Bucks kicking Kenny Omega out of the Elite, firing him because he has been replaced by Okada. Just think about that.
Let's keep it a buck.
Young.
There is no timetable on when Kenny Omega will return, so it only served its purpose. They had to get somebody on that same level as Kenny Omega, and who better else than Okada?
And I also think it was smart because AEW has a lot of baby faces.
Yeah.
And Young Bucks turning heel was probably one of the best things they could do. I like the fact that they're using real life and playing into the EVP thing, finding people, threatening to abuse their power, all of that.
Yeah.
And I think it makes sense because Okada don't speak the greatest English. So teaming him with the
Right.
Bucks
And
is perfect.
last time we, but the last time we saw Okada, wasn't he in a match with Kenny Omega and the Bucks?
I can't remember. They
And
did done so many forbidden doors and all that. He fought Daniels about three
not
times.
it was when Because wasn't Okada and Kenny a tag team?
No, that was the Bushi,
That
the
was
Golden
Ibushi.
Lovers.
So Ibushi was the one
Yeah,
that's what it was.
yeah,
Never mind. Got it
yeah.
mixed up. Okay.
Okada had all
Yeah.
those matches
But
against Danielson
yeah, that's right.
where he kept hurting them.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it, the Rainmaker, the names is up there. Like, uh, it was a good addition, and I like it that they're heel. It makes it even more interesting.
I like the handshake that they do, where he shakes both their hands at the same
Yeah.
time,
Mm-hmm.
and he's rocking the suits to be with them. Still not the
Yep.
biggest fan of his. I'm still not the biggest fan of his finisher, that close range clothesline from hell,
Oh, you talk about the Rainmaker.
the Rainmaker.
It's almost,
Yeah.
yeah, and you remember he switched it up because Seth Rollins he used to do it with his knee, and Seth Rollins had used it for a while. When you remember when they banned the curb stomp, and so he switched his move to
Hmm.
that. So he
Hmm.
had stole it from Okada. So Okada had switched it up.
That's a damn shame. Uh-oh. Joe got to go keep the clutch on Wardlow. Wardlow not gonna tap out. He gonna pass out. Yep. Yep. I knew it. Yeah, Wardlow. I said Joe ain't gonna lose it right now, but I can see Joe losing it within the next couple months.
Yeah.
And I like that they did a nice little vignette for Wardlow with Adam Cole reading a story in front of a fireplace. I like that they're starting to put a little more effort into the United Kingdom with some vignettes, trying to make them a big deal.
Yeah.
And they got the ROH Tag Championships and they have the International Championship. Oh, they're gonna swerve. Swerve is a tweener. Like he needs to relax before he gets on the verge of becoming a face.
Well, his chair last week, he definitely got a face pop.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I'm ready for Swerve to. The thing is, I don't want Swerve to get the title and then give it up right away. So I'd rather him continue to chase for a little bit
Yeah.
longer. Like
Hmm.
I wouldn't be mad if Joe had a long title reign, but I just don't think that every AEW champion needs to have a long title reign. It's
Right.
getting kind of ridiculous at this point. Look, okay, Joe,
Yeah.
he just kicked the damn guy off the stage. Uh, so finishing over AEW, what did you think of Sting's final match and the fact that they went over?
It did. It didn't go how I planned, how I thought, which is okay. Sting wanted it to go like I wanted it, but
Tony Khan said no.
Darby and yeah, Darby and Tony Khan said no. You're going out on top the right way. And then it makes me wonder, like, what is the right way? Like, just I don't know. It was a good match though. I was definitely like, I think the best part of the match is seeing his sons get involved.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and the fact that they had on his ring gear, like his actual ring gear, that was dope.
Hmm. Yeah, his the Surface thing looked just
Yeah,
like him. Surface
yeah.
thing looked just like him. Wolfpack Sting, I like that one. But
Mhm.
yeah, that match was crazy. You see that spot that Darby took?
Yeah, through the glass.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
that
okay,
jump was crazy. And
they really are
and to
trying to
see the
kill this
blood,
man.
yeah, and to see the blood beat up on his back.
Hmm. And then they did what we thought they were going to do. What's Okada saying? Oh yeah, Pac, Penta, and Eddie Kingston in the trios match against the Elite up next. I'm gonna flex. This card is kind of stacked.
Yeah.
This card is stacked. But what was I about to say? Yeah, so like we thought, Darby relinquished the titles. They're gonna have a tournament for it.
Mhm.
Tony Khan loves his title. I mean,
Mhm.
loves his tournaments. He has a
Mhm.
tournament for everything. Um, but yeah, man, I feel like I want to do a separate video where I just like go through the career of Sting. I might end up doing that for y'all. I think I might do that for y'all. Do a separate video where I just go through like the history of Sting, some of my favorite matches since he is my favorite wrestler of all time. I feel I didn't really get the chance to do it justice the last time we talked, but yeah, I think I'm gonna do that for y'all. That'll be another one of our special episodes leading up to episode 100. But I mean, that's really all I got as far as AEW. You got anything else before we get to some heavy hitter stuff?
No, I'm good.
All right. So what the fuck is up with Andrade and the Judgment Day? I need some answers.
You know what you said in the group chat, it kind of made sense, and I could kind of see that happening. Um, the only person that is against it is definitely Damian Priest. He's always against somebody new, and that just
Mm-hmm.
goes to show like he still tries to put himself above the group, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Because he's the leader, remember?
yeah, the self-proclaimed leader, because he was the first addition to Judgment Day. Um, do I? Okay, do I see Andrade in that group? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I can, cause he doesn't speak that good English, so you know, um, I feel like it's. Do you think Dom still needs some grooming
I don't know,
on the
but
luchador
his
level?
possibly, but his whole thing is he's the one that's pretty much bringing Andrade in.
Right.
You saw it when Andrade first got there.
Mhm.
Dom saw him standing in the corner, went over to talk to him. They spoke some Spanish. Then when Dom got destroyed by Gunther, Andrade came to talk to him. They spoke in Spanish, and then that's when Dom said, "Hey, keep an eye on him. He could be important to us, for us."
Yeah.
And he said that
Mhm.
said it to Priest. Then
Mhm.
Dom just got married. Congratulations. Uh, him getting booed at his own wedding is hilarious as well. Um,
Yeah,
but
that joke was
then,
funny.
so what happens on Raw? Andrade shows up to the clubhouse, but
Yep.
what's the name? Dom ain't there, and then he said, "All
Mhm.
right, I'll come back." But Rhea said she took it upon herself to say, "Hey, come back. We're gonna talk some business." Because Rhea
Yeah.
is always trying to make a business deal, which I ain't mad at.
Mhm.
I respect it. That's really what makes her uh, the real leader. Is she's always trying to uplift the Judgment Day. You see what happens when Priest gets involved? People like our Truth try to join.
So, I got a question. Do you any way how seeing the business deal being Andrade cashing in that money in the bank instead of Priest?
Okay, this would be uh, this would be such a wrestling move that I can't even stand it. If somehow they find a way to get that briefcase off of Priest without Priest even being involved, how the hell
Well,
is he gonna cash that in?
what I was saying is that Priest goes to cash it in. They actually jump him, give the briefcase to Andrade. Priest never signed the contract. Andrade signs the contract, and boom, Andrade cashes it in.
Which would make Damian Priest the biggest idiot in the world. Why would you not sign the contract?
Hell, Who knows? And just think, like, what if the mastermind of this whole thing was like Finn Balor and JD McDonough, and that's why JD McDonough gave him his own personalized briefcase because the signed contract was in the old one and a blank contract was in the new one.
That makes sense that he wouldn't check it because why would he if
Right.
he already knows that the sign
Why
was
would
there?
he? Right. Why would he?
Okay, I see what's
Why would
happening
he?
here.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God. Damn, they really gonna do priests like that? That's crazy. That's a hell of
Priest
a.
is hot
That's a hell
heavy.
of an. Hey man, that to go to
That
show
would be a
you
swerve.
being the husband of Charlotte Flair gets a lot of pull if they pull this off. And
Hey,
Andrade cashes in against a world heavyweight championship.
what?
that is a boss move if I've ever seen it. If they do that
Yeah,
now,
a big boss move.
all right. So let's get
The
to what I
coup de
really
grace.
want to talk about. Now,
The coup de
yes,
grace.
yes, yes,
Hmm.
sir. Oh, matter of fact, but since you said that, how you feel about this 6 pack ladder match at WrestleMania for these tag titles?
And that's why I said what I said about Damian Priest, right? Because they're definitely losing that ladder match.
And losing both belts.
Yes. I like it. It kind of brings me back to when the Hardy Boys debuted, re-debuted. When remember when the New Day brought them back out? I think it was what WrestleMania 36.
Hmm.
Yeah, it brings me back to that. It definitely makes the match card for WrestleMania better instead of a traditional tag match. And I think that's what it is. I think that's what it's about, the match card.
Okay, I can see that. I'm just,
Yeah.
I was so confused because I could have sworn the LWO would have been involved in that. But they're going after the NXT champions, tag championships.
Yeah. I don't think I guess I don't know what to say. Like LWO and the OC, like I don't know what to say. I guess
OC it makes
maybe it's
sense
because
because OC makes sense, but LWO is literally involved in a storyline on SmackDown.
yes, they are. And I want to chuck it up to maybe it's because they're on the wrong brand.
Well, let me see. You got AOP. This is SmackDown things. You got AOP. You got Street Profits.
Mhm.
You got Pretty Deadly. That's
Mhm.
three. Then you have
Mhm.
LWO. Then you have Legato.
Mhm.
That's five.
Mhm. Mhm.
So that's five. Tag. I may be missing. Oh, Waller and Theory. They decide
Theory.
to put it in Theory. So that's six. So that's six men's tag teams on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And then on Raw, you got the Creeds, you got DIY, you got Awesome Truth, you got Judgment Day, you got Alpha Academy. That's five right there.
Mhm.
I'm missing somebody. New Day. That's six.
Mhm.
Imperium. That's seven.
Mhm.
All right, so
Mhm.
you pretty even. You pretty even with both
Mm,
on both
it
with both. You got
you're
about six,
right.
seven on each. On each, you got about six, seven on each brand
Yeah, but look how massive one is compared to the other.
as far as star power.
Star power, previous championship power, like previous champion power, like that's what I look at. You know what I'm saying? Even though like they're recalibrating Awesome Truth back into a tag team, right? Like because Awesome
Hmm.
Truth ain't been a tag team since they fought damn The Rock and John Cena and all them. You know, so
Hmm.
I just chuck it up to that. Because the OC technically they are seven, so it's 7-7. Because the OC is on SmackDown too. They just don't fight on
All
SmackDown.
right. So technically, that's enough to split the titles and have one for each brand. You have enough teams. You have
Exactly.
7 teams each.
Yes.
Oh, and
Hmm.
you got Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate on SmackDown.
There we go. So that's 8.
Yeah, that's 8.
Yeah, I would definitely split it up.
Do you think that um do you think they'll split it up after WrestleMania?
Of course, they always do that after WrestleMania. And you remember last year. You remember what I said last year?
No, what'd you say? I forgot.
What if you had two teams climb up the ladder and
Oh, and
grab?
each and one from each, and then they both fall.
Yeah, yep.
Mm,
At the
that would
same
be interesting.
time, they both
That
fall.
would be interesting.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah,
interesting. Because right now you got all these tag teams that have nothing to do because they have nothing to fight for.
exactly.
And since Judgment Day never shows up on SmackDown,
Never.
you like what's the point of being unified if you never show up on the other brand?
Hmm.
Um,
The last time they were on SmackDown is when Damian Priest confronted Roman and Roman laughed at him.
now, now, if you really want to do a big swerve, you have Priest cash in on Cody or Roman. If
Yeah. Now that's a big
you really
swerve.
want to do a big swerve, have him cash in on one of them because nobody will see it coming.
Remember, I said that a couple episodes. Like, what if Priest cashed in on Cody?
Yeah, you did say that.
He finished his
So,
story, but he got cashed in on.
all right. Jay Uso made the official challenge to Jimmy for a WrestleMania match.
Hmm.
Pretty sure,
Right.
pretty sure Jimmy's going to accept on Friday. Um,
Hmm.
Sammy will be going against Gunther because he won the gauntlet match. You called that. Will be going against Gunther at WrestleMania. Uh,
Yep.
depending on what the plans are for Gunther, it's kind of up in the air right now whether he's going to keep the title past WrestleMania.
Right.
Um, rumors are that WWE is now
Who's
thinking
he?
about bringing Brock
Hold
Lesnar
on.
back.
Who? Gunther's. Yeah. Gunther's fighting Sammy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Gunther losing. Yeah. Sammy's getting his moment. Okay. I'm sorry.
yeah. And then, like I said, now it's rumors that they trying to bring Brock Lesnar, find a way to bring Brock Lesnar back. Because originally, that was supposed to be the matches Brock versus Gunther,
Yeah. And so what I did also see is
or
that
somehow Brock
they,
versus Dom. I heard rumors of that too.
yeah, like they put it one how news popped up is because they actually at first Brock Lesnar wasn't even supposed to be playable in 2K24, but then they made him playable. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they just selling their souls, I guess.
Well, no, he testified and like he told the truth. So, like he dined Vince McMahon out.
Hey, ain't no wrong with that.
Yeah, so I
All right,
mean, hey, he did what he had to do.
all right. Now we're really gonna get to it. Would you like to take this over, JD? Would you like to bring us in with this? Do I need to
Nah, I'll
get
leave
my
it up to you.
Do I need to get my
Nah,
leg?
I'll leave it up to you. You're doing a great. Nah, you're doing a great job. Go ahead.
Should I
I'll
get my
leave this up
leg?
to you. You can get your lay.
Oh, hold on. All right, I'll be right back. I'll be right back, everybody. So before we do anything, yo, The Rock's entrance is dope as hell. His new entrance,
Yo,
bruh.
yo, incorporated with Black Adam. Like, yo, I ain't never take so fast in my life. That
I'm
jump
cause
was dope. The camera angle did everything for that.
yeah, yeah,
It was like the Black Adam type lightning, and the lightning came right on top of him, and then the light, man, that was a WrestleMania worthy entrance.
and we got it on SmackDown.
Yes. So
Now,
before we get into hold on, before we get into detail,
all right.
I just want to put this out here because I recently saw it. That entrance via promo itself brought in 3.71 million views, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What was it? Cody and somebody else only brought in 5. Cody brought in 371 thousand views, and um I think it was Seth Rollins brought in 526,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So basically it was saying like how much the the flagship has improved with the Rock being there. But continue, my man. I just had to put that out there.
Yeah, Seth Rollins talking about we don't need you, Rock. Yeah, all right. Uh,
Right.
nah, Seth Rollins is a clown. Like I'm with the Rock.
Yeah.
I'm with the Rock. Seth has been a
Walking clown,
clown this entire
a,
walking clown
a
emoji.
freaking walking clown emoji.
He's been a clown ever since the initial slap of the Rock to Cody.
Yeah.
Um, and let me just side note. I don't know why, but when Dwayne the Rock Johnson is in WWE, he is the Rock. I get so sick and tired of uh, these white podcasters saying the Rock's name but
Hmm.
saying Dwayne, and I don't like the way I don't like the cadence and the way they say it. You know what I mean? It's really starting to bother
Dwayne,
me. Yeah, like Dwayne,
Dwayne,
like they just be going so head. It's like when you
Dwayne, the
know
Rock Johnson.
it's like when somebody has a nickname and you know their real name. So to feel like you're like edgy or different, you call them by their real name and not the name, not their stage name. Like
Yeah,
I don't know. It just annoys me. He's in WWE. He's the Rock. You don't call Triple H
exactly.
Paul, so don't call the Rock Dwayne.
R- right.
That's all I'm saying. I just had to get that off my chest. I was watching a podcast last night. They were driving me insane with that. I was about to try and chime in on the live, but
um,
but but yeah. So Cody got his slap back, but tell me how
his
you
receipt.
feel. Tell me how you feel about the because I don't think we talked about this. I don't think we haven't had a show since this happened. Tell me how you feel about the stipulation of if Seth and Cody lose, it's bloodline rules. If they win, The Rock will legally make it to where nobody in the bloodline that we know of, that's important. So him, Jimmy, and Solo and Paul Heyman will not be able to get involved in the match. What are your thoughts on the stipulation? And The Rock added a second stipulation as well.
The stipulation is perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect. And the reason why I say this is all right. And I'm gonna go deep. So I need y'all to bear with me, understand where I'm saying.
They like your video game tape.
Yeah, yeah. So all right. So we get different scenarios, right? Perfect. This is a perfect setup if we get The Rock turning. This is a perfect scenario if we was to get Seth Rollins turn on Cody. This is a perfect scenario if we get a flip to where Cody doesn't finish his story. Like all of this could come into play and you just don't understand. You don't know what direction you can go to, right? You don't know what direction that you could pull from. So like to take what you have said, oh, Seth could screw Cody right then and there in that tag match, right? The Rock could screw Roman in that tag match by losing. The Rock and Roman could win. It could be bloodline rules, but then The Rock could come in with his own bloodline. Like it's just so many different angles, which makes it so good. And we haven't gotten a stipulation like this in like it would have to be probably the raw the Raw's War era.
Mhm.
So
Now I have.
I'm like
Oh, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
mm-mm. I was just saying I'm loving it.
I been saying this in our group chat, and I will tell anybody who's listening. The more and more I see these segments, the more and more I am getting to 100% confident Seth Rollins is going to fuck Cody over.
Hmm.
Like it's just like it's screaming at me that Seth is going to do something now
And I think the main thing is the fact that Roman and Seth are not interacting.
at all.
When Roman said like you really gonna let this clown talk to you, Seth didn't say nothing back to Roman,
He
right?
got
Like
all his smoke is for the Rock.
they're not going back and forth.
Hell, even Cody's not
And
going back
you
and
brought
forth
the
with
point up.
Roman.
No. And but then you brought up a point like Seth when they said Seth Rollins was the last person to beat Roman, even though like one on one, even though it was a disqualification, like yeah, he could be greedy and want it for himself. Or he could be like, at the end of the day, this my brother.
Mhm. And you notice that they did.
So
Oh, and then them coming through the crowd shield style, but Seth Rollins as
mm-hmm.
the world champion, making the belt look even more secondary title. You are coming out to Cody's music with Cody. Y'all are not a tag team,
Yeah.
sir. Y'all are not a tag team.
And and the biggest thing that I see is the fact that Seth Rollins is the one that's answering these challenges.
Mhm.
Cody said
He
yes
wants
after
so
the
bad
fact,
to
but
be. He wants so bad to be involved.
he wants so bad to be number one.
Mhm.
He's the guy, right? If he's the champion, why is Cody getting all this attention? Why is it about
Mhm.
Cody? Why is it about Seth Rollins? Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. It comes third, right? Because right now it's the tag match, which leads into Cody versus Roman, and then Seth versus Drew McIntyre. Hell, Seth and Drew McIntyre might even be fourth because Gunther's Intercontinental Championship match at WrestleMania is taking more precedent than Seth and Drew.
So is Becky and Rhea.
Yeah.
And you got to think about it. Think about it like this: Seth was willing to add Cody to his moment by saying, "You should challenge me. You
Hmm.
have a better chance." He pretty much was telling Cody, "You have a better chance of winning the title if you face me than if you face Roman. You have a better chance."
in in the fact that you pick Roman, I'm gonna make your ass pay.
Mhm.
I told you you should
Mhm.
have picked me. You went against the grain, and now you're gonna see what happens. We were big
And
before you came.
oh yeah, and so I was talking to one of our affiliates, Jamari, and
Hmm.
he was like, "Yeah, Trey, I think you're right. I think Seth is going to turn on Cody, but he said that because I didn't think about this at first. I thought that the Bloodline was going to lose,
Mm-hmm.
and then Cody would be getting ready to beat Roman, and Seth would turn on him that way.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I'm thinking about it, Roman ain't losing 2 nights in a row.
Nah.
So
So
if he's
that
losing night one, he's winning night. If he's losing night two, he's winning night one.
yes.
And Seth is going to take the
So
pin.
no.
I think that because I think I
Seth.
because all right. So this is where my this okay. So we got different opinions. So this is where
Yeah.
I say that because Seth is going to take the pin,
Mm-hmm.
which will in so he'll blame Cody for that.
Mm-hmm.
He will then be tired and he'll be all over the place mentally when he faces Drew. He will lose to Drew,
Mm-hmm.
or if he wins, he's not walking out with that belt. He's either going to lose to Drew or he's going to get cashed in on. So he's
Right.
not walking away with his title. We all know his title match will be before Cody's. So
Right.
I think all of that will lead Seth to be like, screw you. You don't deserve this. You made me lose everything. I'm taking it from you too.
Mm.
That's where I'm leaning.
So I'm leaning more towards the match is getting out of hand. Seth Rollins does what Seth Rollins does and says, "Bump it. I got my own shit to worry about," and leaves Cody in there by himself.
Oh, so you saying that he turns his you so you think he screws him by just saying
Walking,
screw the tag
walking out
match
of the
and
match.
walking out?
I got my own championship match to worry about. He listens to exactly because we're gonna get what a month, what 2 weeks worth of promos, right? And what we've been getting is Drew McIntyre constantly saying that you're not focused on me, you're not focused on me, you're not focused on me.
He
I
claymored him
do,
the last week for that.
yeah, I do feel like that we may get an appearance from Drew McIntyre on the ramp, which lets Seth Rollins know that he needs to focus his
Focus.
attention there, and he walks out on a match. Pro, out, and it comes to a point where like Cody's in the match, he's ready to do his hot tag, and Seth Rollins is not there. Seth Rollins is walking up the ramp. And Cody's like, "What are you doing? Like, I thought you were there for me." Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
You know what I don't like about all of this
yeah,
is they are making Cody look like the biggest idiot through all of this.
he really will only look like the biggest idiot if he does lose.
He's going to look like an idiot for trusting Seth Rollins, number one.
Yeah.
Y'all two have never liked each other. Why all of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden do you believe in this whole we need to band together to defeat the bloodline crap? Like, no.
Hey, Michael
Seth,
Michael Michael Cole hit it right on the head. Michael Cole hit it right on the head. He said of all people, like, why trust Seth Rollins? Like, why you trust him? It's like, we respect each other. We know in WWE respect goes a long way. You can respect somebody and still stab him in the back.
think about it like this. And it's the same reason why when Seth Rollins was doing that whole the original visionary character,
Yep.
remember Kevin Owens never trusted him the
Yep.
entire time. Any
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins has through his whole tenure in WWE, ever since he turned on the Shield,
Yeah.
it's always been a point where he eventually stabbed somebody in the back.
Yep.
It happened because what happened? They had to because they couldn't leave the country. He had the group that he's about to form with AOP.
Mm-hmm.
Like then he had the group with
Buddy
Buddy,
Matthews
Buddy
in and
in theory,
yep. Mm-hmm.
So like, and Cody being a student of wrestling. See, this is because Cody is so wrapped up in this whole storyline. He's not seeing it. If you notice, anytime when Seth was making fun of The Rock, calling him Diarrhea Dwayne, and was calling him Mr. Midlife Crisis and going ham on him and all that, Cody's not sitting there hyping him up. Cody's sitting there like, bro,
Yeah.
you making this shit even hotter than it needs to be. You're pissing him off even more. Like,
Come on now. When Cody slapped the Rock had the most devious laugh and smile on his face
he
because he's
probably was
like,
like,
I got you.
you finally stepped. He also probably was like, you finally stepped up. I've been clowning you this whole time. You finally manned up.
Nah, nah, that laugh was, I got you. I got you.
Yeah,
You're
he's gonna
you're
be too.
you're
You're too
you're
emotional.
exactly. You're too emotional.
You're too
You're
emotional.
too
And
emotional. I
I just find it so funny. Now, how did you
you
feel
see,
about
Cody doesn't have Arn. He doesn't have Arn Anderson in his corner
yeah.
to talk him straight.
Mhm. He's letting his
Cause we
emotions
seen
get him
Cody.
involved. And Seth is
Yeah, we
playing on
seen
that.
Cody
Seth is
like
playing on
this.
that. Mhm.
Yep.
It's crazy. And then how did you feel about um The Rock acknowledging Roman?
Ah man, he just did the devil's advocate. You
You
trusted
saw what
me.
he said to you saw what he said to Cody. I did it because that's what families do.
Yeah, he never said that. It plays to my exact point. Like the responses, because that's what family does. But you never say you acknowledge him because he's the best. You acknowledge him because y'all family.
And
So
you'll do
he's
anything
playing
for
The
family.
Rock. Come on, man. The Rock is doing so good at playing both of them. Like, so that's why it's like, damn. We know The Rock is turning on Roman, but I don't know.
The
Like,
Rock the
okay,
Rock has
so
been
I
the
know it's
MVP
gonna
of
be
this story.
Bloodline.
He's been the MVP.
So check this out. It is gonna be Bloodline rules. Maybe we still do get a Seth Rollins helping Cody on night two, right? And maybe we do get Seth Rollins turning and walking away. But I do feel like Cody has an ace up his card.
Is it a rattlesnake?
Oh, you know it's a rattlesnake. And when you mess with a rattlesnake, it strikes, baby. Because I don't know if you've been seeing his doggone workout regimen. That man is getting WrestleMania ready.
Cody's friends with a lot of snakes.
Hmm. A viper and a rattlesnake.
Hmm. Now, I just find it so funny because if you think about it, Roman has honestly Roman is the fourth wheel of this whole story
Yeah.
because it's literally because all Cody and Seth, all their smoke is for The Rock. They're smoking even for Roman.
Hmm.
You're
Mm-mm.
beefing with a guy that doesn't even have
Why?
the title that you're looking
I
for.
mean, okay. So this is another thing that kind of it is making it so hard, man, because it goes back to my point about the video game video. Cody's promo Monday. This is not just about Cody's story about beating Roman Reigns. This is about y'all's story. Hmm. So you're talking to an audience who bought the video game last week who has been playing nonstop Cody's story. You're saying that the story is for them. It's not about you beating Roman.
Hmm.
Hmm. I'm telling you, if we get another episode where we see a little child with a meme mug or people crying in the stands or a black guy with glasses with his mouth open because the Undertaker lost his streak and we get Roman Reigns winning, I'm just saying. And I wish Mr. Reigns I wish Mr. Rant was here. Oh man, because I recently seen on TikTok, I follow Jay Uso. Who's Jay Uso with last week? Oh, he's with Zilla for
Dapping
two.
up, dapping up.
Yeah, yeah. And where are they? They're training. Oh my gosh.
I know you about fell out when you saw
What's
that.
Zilla doing? Zilla is fighting with um um what's his name? The other Fatu. Um
Jacob,
Jacob Fatu. They're tag teaming. Oh, guess
and then
what?
let's not forget about Tamatonga.
Lance, hold up. But Lance Anoa'i, he's dropping dimes. Oh my goodness. I see a whole nother bloodline.
Hmm.
But it won't be the bloodline. This is the how does the Rock say it? Does he say Samoa or does he say Samoa?
The
This is
dynasty.
the Samoa dynasty. This will not be the bloodline. They are bringing the Samoa dynasty into WWE.
Led by Tamatonga.
I don't know. I don't know if Tamatonga is going to lead them. Um, this might be a Jay Uso type thing, or this could be The Rock's affiliation, because The Rock's always says he has Samoa in his veins. So this could be The Rock's in addition to wipe out the bloodline.
Before we finish up, I do want to say, going back to Jimmy versus Jay.
Yeah.
Now that Jay has put the challenge out there, all right, Rikishi, where you at? We know you coming.
Hey
You got
man,
you got to come now. You got to
I'm
show up now.
honestly the way Jimmy has been getting in shape and stuff like that. This look like that. This is gonna be one of the best matches of the night.
Hmm.
I definitely think this is gonna be one of the best matches of the night.
I wouldn't be mad if it came on before the tag match.
Yeah, like honestly, if it was me, if you want to start off strong, I would start it. I would have this be the match to start it off with,
Damn, so they start
because
the
you know
Royal
Jay gonna
Rumble
hype the
and
crowd.
they start the Royal Rumble and they start WrestleMania. That's crazy.
Jay hypes the crowd, man. Like, yeah, you start WrestleMania with that match,
Night one.
night one. Started with a banger,
All
because they're
right.
all getting involved. Night two,
Yeah.
every single one of them is getting involved. Night two.
All right. All right. Well, uh, last thing, since we're talking about the bloodline, the wise man is going into the Hall of Fame. What you think?
Yeah, I'm happy about that. It's just wondering who the hell is gonna induct this man.
Probably Tommy Dreamer or Bully Ray
Probably one of them,
or both,
because yeah, because you got to go
or
back to his history.
Or Taz. Well, Taz is under contract, so maybe not Taz. If he wasn't, then it
Yeah,
probably would be him. But
yeah,
Bully or Tommy Dreamer could do it.
yes. Somebody that is,
ACW
uh,
original needs to do it.
yeah. There we go. There we go.
ECW original, and those are the most mainstream ones right now because
Yep.
they do that busted open show, Dreamer and
Mhm.
Bully.
Yep.
So I see one of them. I'm happy for him. Well deserved.
Yeah.
Um, and he doesn't look like he's slowing down because I could definitely see if he does end up leaving the bloodline, CM Punk is right there.
True. Or I could see him doing something else and like managing a female.
We thought he was gonna do it with Ronda.
Yeah. But I could see this happening now.
Yeah, it was. I wonder who it would be. Jade would be dope if he did it with her, but
He'll probably start managing Braun Breaker,
yeah,
because as you see, like they're getting ready to have they're gonna end up having a title match at What's their
Stand and
jump for
deliver.
WrestleMania?
Stand and
Standing,
deliver.
yeah, yeah. So with that,
And you know
you
that
know,
junk is Saturday. So Saturday is going to be a full day of wrestling because you got NXT, then you got night one WrestleMania.
come on, man, that junk gonna be too crazy. Like, I'm gonna be on spring break at the beach, glued to my phone.
I might have to do a watch along one of the nights.
Hey, man, I'm just gonna be glued wherever I go. I'm watching.
But yeah, man, you got anything else before we wrap this up?
Nope.
All right. Well, everybody, this has been OTR Beyond the Ropes. Uh, we down a man, but he'll be back pretty soon. But yeah, man, this is your boy Trey, aka OTR Trey, aka I ain't got no do rag today, aka Wednesday Night Trey.
Hi guys, this is OTR mic drop. You know, hey man, follow me. You know what I'm saying? The IG right there. Hit me up. OTR all day, baby.
Oh yeah, follow. That's a good point. Follow us everywhere. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Um, we try to drop these videos as fast as we can. I've been trying to put more videos up on TikTok for y'all to check out. Um, appreciate y'all showing love to the story video that JD did. It's got a lot of views.
Sir.
Um, but yeah, check us out on all streaming platforms, wherever you get your podcasts at. Remember, episode 100, we will be doing WrestleMania week, April 3rd, episode 100. Set your calendars. We're going to have a few more shows before then, but all right, peace.